All right, folks. We're moving on to more questions here. And it's a step by step process, folks. Again, if you want to send your questions into us, please contact us 647-237-3642. Before your question is an audio manner or video as well, either one. So yeah, if you don't want to disclose your identity, you can please change your name, but we more care about your questions and your situation than your identity. Anything financial, financial questions. If we can't answer it here, we get professionals on board to answer your questions because we think your question is very important. It's too long we've been going on in the community, making a lot of these wrong decisions and affecting us financially, from insurance to mortgages to real estate to car loans, car purchase, to budgeting to overspending, anything financial. This is the platform for you. Send your information in and we try to answer your questions as much as possible. If not, we can connect you to all the professionals in the community that can help better you financially. All right, let's move on to another question and let's hear what's going on here.
Hi, my name is Diane, and my question is, as a new investor, what is the ideal property that someone should purchase? Is it best to start with a condo, or should you get a house? And if you do decide to get each one, what type should you get and what makes sense? So, for example, if I'm getting a condo, do I get a one bedroom, two bedroom, or for a house, what type of house would you suggest that I get? Thank you.
Okay, excellent question, Diane. So condos is good when it's in the like ideal perfect location. So we don't recommend condos unless it's in the ideal perfect location. That means it's close to a mall, subway station, potential go station, something high traffic that can create or dense area. Okay, that's when we recommend condos. Or we can probably do condos if the price is right and the deposit structure is correct or within the person's budget. Then we do condos. Other than that, from an investment perspective, we want to go freehold, freehold townhouse, freehold semis, freehold detached. And the reason why we want to go freehold, we want to have the potential to have a basement apartment. We want two income from a property versus just single one. So condos give you one income. A townhouse or a semi or a detached can potentially give you two income. And from an investment perspective, we want two income to be able to carry that property. And why do we want that? Let's assume that property move up in value a year or 2 years down the line. We want to be able to refinance that house, take money out, and buy a second and a third. If we refinance a condo and take money out, all that puts us into a deeper negative cash flow. And that's not really cool from an investment perspective because then we're subsidizing the person living in that home lifestyle. So I would say two bedroom, two unit income property is the ideal way to start. I hope that answers your question, Diane. Thank you. Let's move on to another question here. And here we go. The questions keep coming in like crazy. Let's go. Lisa.
Hi. Thank you for allowing me to join your show. My name is Lisa. And my question is for someone who's on the verge of losing their property, what are certain pointers or key advice that you would give to the person in terms of what they can possibly do to salvage that situation? So, looking forward to your response, and I really thank you in advance.
Okay, that's interesting questions. The full details I wouldn't have to go through with you, Lisa. Um, but I'm gonna give you just a snapshot of the overall situation. When you going through a situation about to lose your house, obviously you're probably in a default or something you did to disrupt the contract between you and that bank. So the first thing you want to do is keep clear and current communication at all times. Don't start ducking and hiding. Keep clear and current communication at all times. The bank send you a letter, respond. Is the phone number in the letter, you call them and talk to them. You don't want the bank to start or the lender to think that you are running from them because then they tend to want to implement harsher measures on you to get your attention. Okay. So keep clear, common communication all times. If you really tight financially, contact your realtor and try to put a property in the market, try to sell it ASAP. If the bank or lender realize that you're trying to sell the house, they would even give you some more time to try to get the house sell. Most lenders do not want to power sell that property on you. They do not want to power sell that property. They prefer to pay that debt out, and it saves them a whole lot of money and time. So the other thing you can do, you try partnering up. If you have equity home, partner up with an investor, get them buying into the property to make the debt up to date. So the bank feel more safe and secure that you're actually up to date with your monthly payments. So those are a few things I can give you for now concerning about to lose your home. Hopefully, it's not in that to that level as yet, so you can still resolve it. If it gets too bad and that's your current situation, send me a text at 647-237-3642, and I'm gonna contact you with some mortgage guys or the mortgage or the real estate lawyer who can better advocate on your behalf to make you stay in your home and keep you free and clear, or give you buy more time for you to be able to sell that home and put yourself in a better financial situation. Thank you very much. I hope that answered your question, Lisa. 647-237-3642, folks. We answering all your questions. You got the questions, we got the answer. You take action, you get the results you're looking for. Stop sitting on your situation too long, procrastinating. It does not get better if you ignore the phone, if you ignore those letters, if you ignore the budgeting. It doesn't get better. You have to address it, and only then will you be able to get financial results. My name is Frank Corbin, and this is the YRU platform, YRU platform, Young and Rich University. And we answering your questions today to make sure that you get the right answer so you can better change your financial situation. Let's move on and do a few more questions here today.
Thank you for inviting me to your show. My name is Lydia Kadua Grinley, RMTDOMP. I would like to know what your thoughts are on the constructor's mortgage financing. So sometimes you pass by these billboards on Taunton and they'll say, oh, $1,700 per month, brand new 4-bedroom townhouse. So obviously that's the builder's financing, or maybe is it that they're getting you financing? I was very curious about that. Are they like, what kind of lenders are they? What are the requirements? Do you easily qualify? Is it open for everybody? I look forward to hearing your answer. Thanks.
Oh, wow. That's an amazing question, Lydia. Now, there's a couple of things. 99% of the time, when a builder is offering financing, they do not put the monthly payment on a billboard. Why? He doesn't know what house you're going to buy. He doesn't know what the monthly payment is going to be. Okay? Because you can buy a house for $900,000, you can buy a house for $2 million. So if you see the builders offering monthly payments on the billboards on Taunton, there's a high chance that is the deposit structure he's offering to you to buy into that project. So, for instance, if the builder wants $50,000 in total deposit, he or she would take $1,500 per month, and then every 4 months you put another $5,000 and $10,000 in bulk, and they kind of spread it out that way to feel able to continue to make a deposit into that project. When a builder's advertising builder's mortgage, they normally show the deposit they're looking for, and they normally show the interest rate. So this says with 10% down, you can have 1% interest rate, 2% interest rate, because the interest rate is normally the catcher versus the monthly deposit structure. They will not be showing the monthly payment. Okay, ladies, I hope that answers your question. And to your success, I hope you buy a lot of pre-construction. If you're looking for a builder's mortgage program, please contact me. My direct line is 647-237-3642. We have them come by time to time with the builders offering the mortgage in order to sell off a bunch of homes. So if you're looking for a builder's mortgage program, please contact me. If I don't have anything at the moment, I'll put you on a waiting list, and so it open up, you'll be one of the first people to get to know. Again, this is Frank Corbin. We'll be on the YRU platform, answering questions today: real estate question, financing question, mortgage question, budgeted question, any form of question to financing. We're going to try to help you with. If we cannot give you the right answer, we're going to get the professionals in to help you. Okay, let's continue answering all these questions. 647-237-3642, folks. If you have a question concerning your finances, your real estate, send us a voice note on WhatsApp. You can email it to us, youngandrich@gmail.com. We're going to be in the write-up of these videos, and we can help you change your financial situation. You no longer need to be in secret. Finance is not a secret because bankruptcy is a public, it goes on a public platform. You guys know that, folks? Financing your finances is not a secret because it's transparent to your children, it's transparent to your neighbors, it's transparent to many things. Only you think it's a secret. Everyone knows when you're in financial problems, except for you. They don't say anything. When you try to go bankruptcy, that's a public knowledge. Bankruptcy is public knowledge. That means the whole city that you live in can know that you went for bankruptcy. All you got to do is go to the courts, type in the person name, and everything but your bankruptcy comes up. Very simple. Because a lot of you guys don't know, bankruptcy is we, the public, forgiving you of your bad financial error. We're forgiving you of the financial mistake you have made. And because we, the public, is forgiving you, the government have to disclose your financial problems. So the only person that think that your finances is a secret and no one in the world going to know is you. We can know if we want to know. From the car you drive, from the house you live in, from the bills that stock up in your mailbox that you don't want to respond to, everything we can tell. Okay? For what you eat, what you drink, all that stuff, disclose a person's finances. Okay? All right, let's go into answer more questions. I hope we can get to the answers for you.
Hi, my name is Diane, and my question is, what are the risks and rewards of investing in particular areas in the GTA? So, for example, what are the risks, in investing in Mississauga versus investing in Brampton versus investing in Toronto, Pickering, Ajax, Oshawa, Bowmanville? Are the risks the same? Are the rewards the same? Is there a difference?
All right, thank you very much for your question, Diane. Well, there is risk and rewards. Now, for instance, if you're in the main core, Mississauga, Toronto, Brampton, those are highly populated, dense city. So if you have a property in those areas, there's a high chance you can get it rented fast if it's in good condition. You might get multiple offers bidding to get it rented from you. If you want to sell it, you can sell faster than on the outskirts because there's a lot more people who might be attracted to what you're selling at that particular time. So in the core city, it's pretty good for the most part overall. If you want tenant to leave your property, you get another one within a week or two for the most part if the economy is in stable shape. So those are the reward in owning property or investing in the main core of the city. The risk is you're paying a premium for that. You're paying a premium for that. And because you're paying a premium for that, it's going to show off your monthly carrying costs. So you're getting high income, your debt is really high because you're buying the property $300,000-$400,000 more than you pay for the same property on the outskirt. So you can up with a negative cash flow for an extended period of time until you refinance, you sell, or you do something to change that. Okay. Now, the risk is if you go on the outskirt, which we like to go. We go to Ingersoll, we go to Beaumontville, we go to Newcastle, Oshawa, North Oshawa, preferably, and as far as London, St. Thomas, we go in the outskirt. Why? We get best price to value. We get property at a lower price, and we get income at a decent price. So, for instance, if you can get a 3-bedroom house in the city rented for 36, $100 a month. On the outskirts, again, the same thing. You get 31, 32. It's a little bit less, but you're also paying three, four, $500,000 less for that house. So the risk the risk is it can take a longer time to get rent sometimes. Long time to get rent. But the reward is your carrying cost is a lot lower. If you have a tenant in the basement and a tenant upstairs, you can get double income. Then your cash flow is going to be pretty good. When it's come time to sell, it can take a longer time to sell because you have less people demanding your property out there. No, because we're not in the trading business, buying and selling real estate like that, we don't care about who wants to sell. We care about who wants to rent. So, for instance, when we went out to Ingersoll, even though Ingersoll have a small population, we know there's two things there that are going to benefit us. Number one, GM auto plant hire about 600 people out in Ingersoll. Excuse me. Then we also know that Toyota hire about 5,000 to 7,000 people in Woodstock, which is like 15, 20 minutes away. With that in mind, we know we're going to have a demand for a rental market. So we went out there and we started buying properties, and the rental market did extremely well for us. Then they announced that they're going to be doing electrical, convert Ingersoll plant to electrical or partial electrical plant. And they start bringing a lot more people in town to do work, which brings a high demand for a rental property. So we did very, very well. We continue to do very well in the town of Ingersoll, Woodstock area. Then when we came to Bowmanville, again, we out in the outskirts again, smaller population. We came in at a very good time. The pricing was right, and we bought pre-construction. We had to wait a few years for that, but it was well worth it. Our appreciation went up like crazy. The rental market was decent, and then OPG was expanding and bringing more folks into town, which creates a higher demand for a rental market. Then now the GO station is going to be happening. More demand, more workers start coming to town, more demand for a rental property. So we did well. Our decision to go in the outskirts just makes sense. And I think we're going to continue that process moving forward. Now we're going up to Port Hope. And again, a lot of development happening out there. And the rental market is decent. And we're just going to keep pushing. The price point is ridiculously low compared into the city. So again, if you're in the city, the price point is higher. You get lots of demand for your property for rental or for sale. On the outskirts, the price is lower. You get less demand for a sale or a rental for your property. But if you pick your city right, you can do very, very well. Just don't go too far out too soon. You want to go far out to the level where the people from the GTA can still access you if they want to come in and get something done. Like we like an hour, 2 hour way out of the city. That's pretty good. We don't like to go too far out because that can become a problem. If you go too far out, and there's no industry when you go too far out. So you have to be careful. If you're going too far out, make sure there's an industry that you're going forward so they can support your rental market or a saleable market if you decide to do that. Okay? Thank you for your question. We continue to answer this stuff. Young and Rich University. We answer all your questions as much as possible and help you financially. Financial education is very important. Get the right knowledge so you can take action to get the right results you're looking for. And that's what we're doing today. Direct line is 647-237-3642. You can send us your voice note with your question over WhatsApp. You can email us at youngandrichinc@gmail.com, and we try to answer all your questions. There's no longer staying in secret in a terrible financial situation. Seek help. You have credit problems, credit issue, send us a voice note. Another session, we'll be talking about credit. So anything on credit, send your questions. Any questions on credit, send it in, and we try to answer you as fast as possible to get your finances under control. Again, if you don't want to identify yourself, feel free to use a different name. We more care about your question than your identity. Okay? We take one more question and we move on to your success. Let's keep doing this. Okay?
Hi, Frank. It's Tanisha. So I have two real estate questions for you. The first one is, what do I need to do? What are some of the things I need to do to get my house ready for sale? And question 2 is, what are some of the things I need to do to also get the best value out of my house if I'm selling it? Right, those are my 2 questions. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for your question, Tanisha. So just two-part question. Um, so to get your house ready for sale, the first thing you want to do is declutter. Declutter. Not everyone lives like you, unfortunately. Okay? Declutter. And a lot of times people think their property is free and clear and clean. That's in your eyes. Declutter. More important, get a professional to help you declutter. Let someone else give their opinion on what your property should be like or look like for the marketplace. So declutter is the first thing. Okay. Get the property, neutralize the property. If you have colored walls, get neutral color on your walls. Not a pink and green and blue and pink for the girls' room and blue for the boys' room. You neutralize all of that. I see people have stars in the ceiling. You take all that stuff off. Just clear all that stuff up. Make the property new, almost like new, as much as possible. Make it very neutral. And once you have done that, or once you start that process, you want to get a stager in. Stager. Stager is so important. If you stage your property right, you can end up getting an extra $50,000 to $100,000 more for your property. So get yourself a stager, somebody who does it professionally. If you don't have access to a stager, contact me or Delacroix is 647-237-3642. We probably have access to everyone in the real estate business that can help you with your real estate needs. Okay. Now, so that can get your property ready for the marketplace if you just want to sell. If you want to get more money for your property, better value, you got to do some renovation. So two things or three things that can always go good with a property to increase your value, and that is kitchen, bathroom, and flooring. Kitchen, bathroom, flooring. You change those three things, it can make a basic house look very upgraded. Your kitchen, your bathroom, and your flooring. Okay, that's the start. If you want to go to the next level, because kitchen and bathroom flooring, that's traditionally what people do to make their property increase in value. Today, we've seen there's a high demand for proper landscaping. You know, interlock in your yard or interlock along your driveway, expanding your driveway. We've seen more demand for that. We've seen demand for finished basements. Okay. But then when you're going to do some of these things, do them within reason. Don't go crazy in the price point. Okay. Those will get you more money for your property. But again, talk to your local realtor and he would tell you what the demand of that local area is. And that's so important. So this is just general rule I'm giving you. Don't go buy a property out in Sault Ste. Marie and spend $100,000 doing the basement. The demand might not be out there for that. You might not get a return on your money. But if you have a nice basement in a place like Mississauga or Brampton or Toronto, boom, they're willing to pay for it because they understand the value of $2,000-3,000 a month coming from the basement. Okay, the ethnic people around that area understand that. The community understand that, so they're willing to pay for it. So again, it's always general rules, but to be specific to your local area, talk to your local realtor, and he or she can better guide you on how you can renovate your property or get your property the better value that the market is willing to pay for. Young and Rich University, folks. Why are you rich? Why are you not rich? What steps are you taking today? What step did you take yesterday to change your financial situation? Today we're answering questions. You got questions, we got answers. And we want you to take action so you can get the results you're looking for. There's no longer keeping your financials a secret. The more transparent you are with your money, is the more your money gonna grow. Keep in mind, nobody wants to know your business. They want to help you. The professionals out there, they don't care about your business. They want to help you. The insurance agents don't care about your business. The realtor don't care about your business. The mortgage, they don't care about your business. They don't care how much money you make. They care that they can help you to better your finances. 647-237-3642. My name is Frank Corbin. I'm answering all your questions today. And if I can't answer your questions, we have a lot of professionals on board That they will help better guide you in anything you want to ask and talk about. You want to talk about cars? You want to talk about buying resale cars? Contact me. We have a resale car specialist. Anything in the community that you need to change your finances, contact us and we can better help you. I'm going to take one more question and then we wrap it up for today and we try it some other time. Let's see, we want to talk. Somebody talk about exit strategy. Let's start this or exit. Real estate exit. Let's hear this.
Hi, my name is Diane, and my first question is there an exit strategy when owning real estate? Specifically, when do you know it is time to exit, to sell a property?
All right. Excellent question, Diane. Well, we hope you don't exit. You just upgrade. and why is that? The longer you hold on to your property, the more money you're going to potentially make. Okay. But that's the general rule. You might have family situation. You might have annoyance from your tenants. You might have financial situation that cause you to exit. You might be tired of dealing with tenants and want to just sit back and enjoy some of your money one day. When the real estate can fulfill many of your financial needs, that you're no longer going to need that income from that property anymore, then that could be a good time to exit. The other time you can sell a property is if you upgrade to buy something bigger. Like if you sell a condo and buy a 2-3 units house, that's a good sale. You can sell a triplex and buy a 12plex. That's a good exit, but you enter in on a higher level as well. But from the regular person who just want to sell their house or sell the investment property, it's all based on your financial needs. Like for instance, if you buy a property 10, 15 years ago for 400,000, the property now is worth 1.4, and you have some annoying tenants. You think you can sell that property, walk away with $1 million, minus your taxes, of course, and you can get enough interest from that $1 million from the banks to sustain the replacement income that property was giving. Like, for instance, $1 million today with 6% interest rate, that's $60,000 a year. That's $5,000 a month just from $1 million sitting in the bank without any risk. So if you reach that level in your finances and you just had enough, not bad. Sell, enjoy your money. You did well. This is perfect delayed gratification. You held on long enough and you're doing very, very well. So that would be a good time to exit for your finances. And on that note, I'm going to exit now. Final questions for today. And we can move on, talk about this stuff some more. We're young and rich. We're Frank Corbin, 647-237-3642. For all your real estate, mortgage, financial needs, please contact us. We have insurance, financial advisors, people on board to help you better your finances. If we don't have the answer, they do. We got a lot of professionals. And we not only want your questions, you can share your success story with us. Tell us when you first came to the country or when you first had your first financial experience, positive or negative. Let others hear your story. They can learn from it. They can learn what not to do to prevent the community from making the same mistakes over and over again. Let's not go to what we call the community university thing anymore. That means I tell you information based on my opinion without facts added to it, and you follow that process telling everyone the same thing, and we all wrong. Let's stop doing that. Let's get the right information into the community. Let's get the right people connected. I'm Frank Corbin, the broker of record of Remick Realty. We do a lot of pre-construction. Right now we're selling Port Hope, starting from $800,000, backing up on the golf course, overlooking Lake Ontario. It's a very nice community to be a part of. You can start off with a smaller property, small, medium, large, backing up on the golf course. You choose where you want it. That's all for today. Why are you not rich? Young and Rich University. My name is Frank Corbin. To your success. See you next time.
Investing in new homes is your fastest way to wealth building today. All you need? Strong credit, great income, and a deposit paid over time to one of our trusted builders. With Frank Corbin and the Remic Realty team, you're not alone in this journey. Call 647-23 Remic, that's 647-237-3642, to build wealth with real estate now.